All right, let's get into these Crunchwraps. This is just basically a healthier version of the Taco Bell Crunchwrap, and I love it because you can fill it with whatever you have. If you need to use up some leftovers, what have you. So I will just show you our components. So I have some ground beef taco meat that I made up the other day, perfect for leftovers. We've got shredded cheese. And then in this bowl, I have really, really thinly sliced, almost shredded romaine lettuce. You can use iceberg lettuce, whatever you have on hand. And then I chopped up some cilantro and then some finely diced red onion in there. So we're just gonna toss that together. I love the freshness of this because I already can tell this is gonna be better than Taco Bell. Okay, and then what I wanna do is I wanna just put a little bit of salt on the greens just to give a little bit of seasoning. And then I also have diced tomato here, and I just want a little bit of salt on those guys. I almost forgot to show you guys the crema. It's really easy to make. I just have some sour cream here. I love these little squeeze pouches. And then you can add hot sauce. If you have kids, you can leave this out, but I like to add a little hot sauce to the crema. And then I would typically use lime juice just to thin it out a little bit, but I just have lemons today, so that's what I'm going with. And so we'll just squeeze in some lemon juice. And you want it to be like a little bit of a thinner consistency so that you can drizzle it on top of your Crunchwrap. So I'm going to stir that together and then we'll build it. All right, so to make a Crunchwrap, you need three kind of tortilla type things. So you need a burrito sized tortilla. You wanna get a really big one. And then you also need a corn tostada. This is gonna give great crunch. And then a smaller tortilla. This is a fajita size. Fajita or taco could work. But if your tortilla is not small enough, you won't be able to fold it up around. The other thing is if you can't find this size, you can always get a larger one and then match it to the size of your tostada because you want those to be, you can see it's a little bit bigger, but not by much. So first thing first, we're gonna put down our meat. You just want to have a nice little layer of meat down on the bottom, but leaving the border empty because we're going to fold it up. And you can be a little bit generous. The first one usually doesn't turn out the best, but by the time you're like on your second and third one making these, they are so good. The flavor, and then we're just going to follow it up with the cheese. I like a good amount of cheese on mine. And I like that these are all customizable. If you're serving a crowd, people can kind of pick what they want to have in theirs. So instead of taco night, maybe you have Crunchwrap night. So a little bit of the crema there. And then we go in with our tostada shell. And I like to kind of just help that down just a little bit to flatten our bottom layer. And go with a bunch of salad. This brings just such a lovely freshness to the dish. I know I'm like speaking all fancy when it's Taco Bell, but it's not Taco Bell. It's in your kitchen and it's better. All right, so we have our lettuce and our tomato, and then we just go in with a little bit more crema. Okay. We're gonna take our smaller tortilla and just stick that on top. And I like to give it just a little bit of a smush down, get everybody to know each other. And now you'll see I'm just folding up all of our sides so you can get that nice Crunchwrap shape. Okay, and I'm gonna take you guys over to the stove so that you can see how I lay this down. Okay, so you can see I'm holding together with my hand all of the folds. And so you have like a smooth side and then you've got your folded side. So I have my pan just on medium-low heat to start, and you're gonna carefully lay this down without opening any of those folds. And then I like to put just a smaller pan on top of it for just the first 2 minutes, just to make sure that those folds are really sticking together. And then we're gonna flip it and cook it like 2 minutes on the other side and it'll be done. You guys, this is so good. It is, I think, a much better version of a Crunchwrap. You can fill it with whatever you like. It's just giving me all those Taco Bell feels without having to feel bad about like what chemicals or preservatives might be in it. And I'm actually gonna put a little Cholula on here because this is our favorite hot sauce in our house. Oh yeah. So it's not out of a packet, but you know, you get the idea.